All right, dogs are back. After party time. Thanks for sticking with us, all you guys who are sticking with us. This mouse has stopped working. It's a silly wireless mouse, and it's not always the best. Thank you. Thank you, Kyle.
The G305, boy.
Well, this one was free. This is a Zotac mouse that was free.
This one was expensed by the company.
Oh.
Hi.
There you go. Hello.
Mrs. Paul's Hardware's.
That's my wife.
Off screen.
She's awesome. She's
made an
awesome.
appearance.
Whoa, whoa.
Everything is fine.
So violent.
Don't lose your cool. Everybody keep calm.
Once we're done with all this, we're going to get sushi.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be nice.
Sounds amazing.
Okay, we're good. Streaming to the after party. Cool. People have joined us. Thanks to you guys for joining us. After party. Times, things and stuff. All right. Should we bother with any games, or should we just get to the stuff? You have mail time.
I do have mail time.
Let's do mail time.
All right. It's
mail
cool.
time.
You can read off some donation questions while I open this.
Okay, I gotta update this lower third so
okay.
Mail time. It doesn't matter if it's after party. We still have to have appropriate lower thirds.
That's true. MB67, $13.37. Thank you so much. Kyle, here's a partial RTX 2080 Ti tariff donation. Every little bit helps. Cheers. Why, thank you. I was hoping that, I would just brute force all the vendors to send me free stuff.
It'd be nice if all of our donations also increased by 10 to 25%.
That would be great.
Balance things out.
I don't know if I should read the letters on stream.
Yeah, you're never sure.
Yeah.
How, like his phone number's in there, right? That would be.
Oh yeah, I'll just read the contact info out.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, this is from Ben. I'm sure it's fine if it's semi-anonymous.
Yeah.
Ben, dear Mr. Bitwit, my name's Ben. I'll forgo the last name. I've been subbed since 150,000-ish subscribers, and I've watched at least 300 of your videos. Damn, have I even made 300 videos? That's a lot. My favorite was how not to build a PC. I believe that was Lyle video, so kudos to Lyle. Anyway, I need a favor. My grandma was diagnosed with ALS about a year ago, and since then we've been spending almost all my family's extra money to help them out. The reason they need help is because they live on a 40-acre farm, and 6 days ago my grandpa was hit by a car while he was on a dirt road. Jesus. Anyway, now I don't have enough money to help my computer out. I was saving up to buy a really nice computer in case power supply. Okay, so basically he's asking for hardware, for money. Honestly, dude, I'm sorry for everything you've gone through, but we don't do that. Or I technically have a policy where I don't give free hardware away unless it's for, I don't know, something like a piece of content or whatever. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard because if I give something away to someone, to one person, then it kind of opens the floodgates to everyone else, and then everyone else feels they've been unfairly treated because I haven't given anything to them. It's a really hard predicament to be in, but I wish you all the best. I wish your family all the best. It sounds like you've been going through some health issues with some of your family members. I hope that all works out for you, but unfortunately I am unable to provide any hardware just with the way that we do things with our business. But thank you for writing in nonetheless. Next up, we have one from Brandon H. Who will only be known as Brandon H. from, I can't read, Salt Lake City, Utah? Oh my god, it's so long. I can't possibly read this whole thing. So, Paul, while I'm actually trying to summarize this in my head,
I should play Overwatch?
You could read some of the donation.
Yeah. Oh, donation comments. All right.
Lovely commenters.
Bazinga X.
Bazinga!
$5 donation. Hey, Paul. Steve is Tech Jesus. Jay just called himself Tech Judas. Wow, it's very anti-establishment there, Jay. Does that make you Tech Pharaoh? I don't believe the timelines line up with all that, right? The Pharaoh.
Yeah,
weren't the Pharaohs much earlier?
Way earlier
than that.
Then what? Sorry.
Right, like it was King Nebuchadnezzar, I think, when Jesus was around.
I have no freaking idea.
So I have to come up with some other maybe vaguely sacrilegious title to apply to myself. Tech Jesus, Tech Judas, Tech Genius.
Tech Moses?
No. Tech Caesar, Tech
Putin.
Tech
Putin.
I have to give that some thought.
Tech Trump.
But definitely need some sort of title like that to give people the impression that I'm better at overclocking than I actually am. Thank you for your donation. Kyle, should I do one more?
Yeah, go for it.
Pup Shepherd, $5 donation. Thanks, Pup. I have a reference 1080 Ti by PNY. Is there a third-party all-in-one or air cooler I can replace the blower? P.S. Amazon workers may spend the raise at Amazon. You're right. I bet a lot of them will. A third-party all-in-one air cooler. If you have a reference 1080 Ti, there should be quite a few options available to you there. I believe NZXT makes an aftermarket all-in-one cooler adapter unit that I believe is compatible with the 1080 Ti. There's also air cooler third-party options that can go on there as well. I don't know the specific model numbers of those right now, but you have a reference card, so there should be quite a few that are compatible with that. I feel like, I'm sorry, Pup, I feel like I should be giving you a more specific answer, but without looking some stuff up online, which would involve typing things into a browser or something over here. That's very challenging. I don't think I can do that. Look at the NZXT one. They do a pretty good job with that. Tech Moses, Tech Buddha. Oh, I like Tech Buddha.
Tech Buddha.
I can be Tech Buddha.
Yeah, Tech Buddha's cool.
All right, I'm Tech Buddha.
You're bald.
Keep very zen, very zen. We'll go with Tech Buddha. All right.
All right, so this is from Braden. Sorry, not Brandon. Braden. And he was asking for some advice on a PC part picker list, which I appreciate you put into a letter instead of just a tweet. It definitely shows some commitment there and some effort. He said he started with an Intel Core i7-8086K, the 6-core CPU, with a Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo. I would say you probably need a better cooler on that 6-core CPU, especially if you're overclocking, just to get the most out of it, really. A Hyper 212 is great if you're on a budget, if you have sort of a mid-range to entry-level CPU, but I think with an 8086K, you deserve something a little bit more substantial. I would say spend $50 plus on a decent air or liquid cooler if you can. An MSI Z370A Pro motherboard, pretty solid. 1x16 gig Corsair Vengeance LPX. I'd probably take advantage of dual channel if you could, and go with like 2 8 gig sticks instead of 1x16. And you'd still have room for expansion up to 16 additional gigs in the future. I think that would be the better option. And you've also got a 970 Evo, 500 gig, M.2, that sounds good, with 7200 RPM WD 2TB hard drive. The video card's an MSI GTX 1070 Ti. Perfect. Seasonic power supply inside of a Thermaltake View 22 tempered glass case. The View 22 is actually pretty nice. Is that the one that I use for our awesome hardware build?
Which one?
The View 22.
You mean the streaming system at your place?
Oh no, this is slightly different. This is a different case. But I have seen this one at, I think, Copytex or CES. I can't remember which one. This is a nice case. You know, it doesn't have like
looks pretty nice.
Certain things like rubber grommets for the cables and stuff. But I don't know. Like the tempered glass and stuff looks really nice, and comes with some RGB fans, I think, too. But yeah, I think your system looks pretty good. I would just upgrade the cooler, and you should be good to go. Thank you very much, Braden.
All right. Next donation comment here is from Irish H. $5 donation. With the new tariffs, would it be better to buy now or wait till the holiday season? Irish, as we've already mentioned, we're not 100% sure about that. We can't say for certain. But if you got the money right now and you find a reasonable deal right now, and especially if you're looking at prices over the past 6 to 8 months for stuff like GPUs and stuff, prices are pretty reasonable right now. I would buy right now rather than waiting. That said, we could be wrong, so don't get mad at us if prices continue to fall. David Chow, $5 donation. It'd be awesome if you two, Jay, Linus, and Steve, all collaborated on an overclocking competition video. The two finalists fight to the death. Don't know about fighting to the death part, why do you want one of us all to die?
Yeah, it's kind of morbid.
Strange.
Yeah. Very cruel.
Also, we're just overclocking computers. I don't know why actual death has to be involved. But I agree that would be cool too. I've considered various theoretical collab videos in the past. Like when we were a week and a half ago when we were all tweeting back and forth like rap insults at each other and we were having a bit of a rap battle on Twitter.
Right.
I was like, that would be cool to get us all to like film the parts and do like a rap music video or like
cool.
Or like a rap like a kind of like we did for Newegg the one time in the Christmas video.
Oh yeah,
like the songs,
the infomercial type of thing.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, buy this tech rap battles compilation album or something, and film the different parts with us doing it. Like that'd be really cool. But like each of us would have to invest a certain amount of time to film the parts of that. Somebody would have to put it all together.
Yeah.
And then there's always a question of like, where would that go?
Right.
Like hopefully something like that would do pretty well. People would watch it and be entertained. But then like whose channel would it go on? So there's lots of like sort of like it's a kind of the plus nightmare. And minus of us all being on YouTube but all having our independent channels. Like it's really cool when you can come up with an idea for a collaboration where both parties can benefit. And yeah, that was a fun video. Should I play that?
Tech the Halls. Yeah, play it.
Tech the Halls.
It's the fucking after party. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, right. Tech the Halls.
Tech the Halls, bro. That was fun. It featured that album. That album, actually, I'll have you know, featured some classic hits such as Tech Withdrawals.
Tech Withdrawals.
Tech Withdrawals are getting folly.
Oh yeah.
La, la, la. Also, who could forget the unforgettable hit classic, We Wish You a Merry Comic-Con? Oh, yeah. Look at how young we were. Oh my god, it's AOL, and I'm hyperventilating.
Yeah. Away in a Socket.
Away in a Socket. Who could forget that timeless classic?
My favorite is A Little Town of Nehalem. Oh, that's just my appreciation for
look at that album
good
work.
Puns. Oh yeah, the album work was great.
It's 80 plus platinum.
Joanne's playing the guitar.
Cleaning stalls.
Yay!
Wow. Little Saint Six. Feliz Navi Mod.
Twitter Wonderland. Feliz Navi. Santa Claus is coming. Solid Sleigh Drive. Little Town of Nehalem.
Yep, there it is.
12
Santa's
days
looking trim.
Christmas.
Beginning to look a lot like Apple.
This was fun.
It was. I know. I miss things like this. Oh yeah, you get a piece of a lock of Joanne's hair for free if you call now.
That's a little creepy.
Which you may receive a lock of Paul's hair, which may or may not be from his scalp.
Yeah. Wait, what's more? There's more. Oh, there's
outtakes.
Outtakes.
Got the outtakes.
This one? Only one that twists.
Very much. Okay.
Wow.
Yay.
What a trip down memory lane right there.
That's fun.
DDR4 memory lane.
It's like, how do I focus? You twist the ring. Which ring? The only one that twists.
The logic. The overwhelming logic.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Good
so,
times.
how do we even get on that? How do we digress to
I forget.
royal proportions? All right. Well, Paul and I did things once back then. Now, that was proof that we did things. I think you're on. No, you're on. Oh yeah, we did TV.
MB67.
MB.
Just on particular elite donation for elite show.
Hey
Cheers, Paul. Cheers, MB. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for the donation. Much obliged.
We have another letter from a follower. There's no return address, no name. It says disseminate.
Okay.
Disseminate on like this side and also the other side that it was written on. It looks like a PSA. It's an image of a lady. Looks like she's about to chop up a cow.
Okay.
Kind of a morbid picture. And it's a quote. It says, "It's so easy to eat me, but you wouldn't trade places with me." And then at the bottom it says, "Go vegan."
Go vegan.
So
there's also a Facebook
with a Facebook URL that they actually wrote out. Like there's probably like 150 characters here. They wrote out the URL. It looks like a vegan type of promotional letter here, brochure, which I will say, you, sir, are preaching to the choir, sending it to me because I have a vegan wife. So she is all over this 24/7 already. I'm currently a pescatarian. I've been pescatarian not for very long, since I got back from Japan, so it's only been a few months. I've done pescatarian for 8 months at a time, a couple of years ago, trying it again. So far it's been fine. I get the whole vegan thing because I hear it from my wife all the time. Wifey Sauce tells me, you know, she's taught me a lot about it, and so I get it. I also get how delicious meat is, which is also why I have not gone fully vegan at this point. Meat and dairy, like, oh my god, I can't live without cheese. Mainly cheese. Oh my god, cheese, sour cream. How are you ever gonna eat a taco without sour cream?
Yeah,
you're insane. You're not human.
Like
but yeah, I get
it. You can use
I get it.
yogurt instead of sour cream, and it actually works pretty good.
Which is also not vegan.
Yogurt isn't?
It's dairy.
That's stupid.
I know. Vegans are hardcore, man. That's how firmly they believe in their
yogurt's such like a granola food. Like
I know.
You know.
Yeah, there's like a whole other level now. It's at any rate.
It's rough.
At any rate.
All right.
I'm hungry now. I want sushi.
What's next? It's all right. We've only got 5 minutes for the after party.
5 minutes.
Well, not 5 minutes. We'll
5 minutes left.
Go a little longer than that, but
all right. You read out some more donations, and I'll unbox this one package that we have.
Bazinga X with another $5 donation. Kyle, waiting until Steve, Jay, and Paul finish their battle, then jump in and crush them all. I was asking Kyle about whether or not he's going to man up and join the overclocking battle.
Yeah.
With the rest of us men.
You know what? I think initially I felt discouraged because I ran some 2080 Ti benchmarks with Firestrike Ultra and stuff, and they were significantly lower than them, but I realize now it's because I was rocking an 8700K. I didn't have a 7980XE, let alone one that was deleted. Recently I deleted mine again and reapplied liquid metal, and now it's fucking kicking ass. So maybe I'll jump into this whole war and get my hands dirty a little bit.
Maybe you should.
Maybe you should too, Paul.
I've already started. I
guess you already started. I feel like you started, like you and Gamers X just kind of kicked it off, and then like Jay came in, and then you kind of took a back seat. Like I haven't seen much.
I tweeted at Steve because he was doing a live stream and overclocking a single 2080 Ti, and I was doing the same thing at the same time.
Right.
And so I saw his stream, I ran the same test he was running, and I beat his score.
Right.
So I tweeted at him.
Hey, asshole.
Then
beat your ass.
Ripped GN and stuff.
Yeah.
And like literally as he saw that tweet and pulled it up and was like, oh, Paul's like joining in, the run he was doing beat my score that I had just done there. So
that was a quick.
That's kind of how it started. That was like my one shining moment. Was like that. It was like those like 10 seconds
of fame
when I had beaten Steve at that one score, which was just the graphics score, also on Time Spy Extreme, not the total score.
The overall score, sure. But you're not done yet, are you?
So yeah, since then though, like I've been trying to gather more parts together. Like I have the.
It's a process.
I have the core components, but like you kind of need a set of stuff. Like you need some really fast memory, and you know some other things to all include there in order to try to get to that level. So I've got the basic hardware. I've got a few other pieces coming in. I think I can. I don't know if I'm going to come out and beat Steve or Jay or anything like that, but I want to be competitive. I want to at least get in the ballpark.
At least it's fun.
And I think I can do that. And it's something I can give a shot at. So Yeah, I've got some more parts, some more stuff coming in that's supposed to arrive tomorrow and the next day maybe.
I feel like I'd be a dick if I didn't join you, and at least offer some moral support. So maybe you and I can go into it together, into the foray.
And I did an introductory video because I set up my test bed with my 7980XE. Although I realized I accidentally so I have these little boxes. Right.
What boxes?
I have these little CPU boxes.
Oh yeah.
These little boxes that you often get engineering sample CPUs in. And I often put stickers on them with a label. So I was like, oh, there's a box with a label on it that says 7980XE. I'll grab it to set up my test bed. I grabbed it, installed it. Went into the BIOS, various things like I should have spotted this. And I realized it's
CPU.
Not the 7980XE, it's the 7900X, which is a 10-core rather than an 18-core.
Which makes me wonder what compelled you to put that CPU into that box if it was already labeled.
I don't know. It's very much a problem that I'm sure lots of people would like to have. Oops, I grabbed the wrong Skylake X processor.
Most people only have one. Most people only have one, Paul. The vast majority of users.
So I should feel kind of bad about that, but
we're drowning in hardware.
Point being, I've got some ground I can make up easily by swapping that in. Kyle brought the Kyle brought the DeBauer.
This is the DeBauer
delidding tool for LGA 2066.
Sent over by Steve, Gamers Nexus provided. He shipped it over.
This same tool, this has been passed around a little bit. This has actually gotten quite a lot of good use out of it. I used this specific one to delid my 16-core, which is in Arctic Panther in the back there. So it's a great tool, and for something like that, with like a $1,500 to $2,000 processor, you just feel so much more confident using something like this that is much more precision German engineering.
Ah, yes.
With this,
quite literally,
versus the clamping it down with a vise and prying stuff off.
I used this to delid my first CPU ever 2 days ago, and it worked flawlessly. It was a really easy process, a lot less intimidating than it might seem. Even the liquid metal application process was a lot easier, especially with like Steve's tutorial and stuff. So, looking forward to what you end up doing with this and what kind of results you get from that delid.
I fire that up tomorrow.
Sweet. Okay, so I do have this package unboxed. Go ahead and read a couple off. I'm gonna read his letter. This is a pretty lengthy letter here.
Juan Caro asks, $5 donation. Which sleeved cables, Ensourced or Cable Mod Pro? That's a good question. Ensourced, I feel like, is a little bit more of a solar operation. It's a smaller company. Cable Mod, I think they make more products. They have a few more employees. Ensourced, I was really impressed with the cable extensions he made for me, and they were the paracord sleeving on them, which I liked a lot. So I can vouch for that. I actually have not personally used the Cable Mod Pro extensions set, so Kyle could maybe speak for that.
Huh? What?
Cable Mod Pro sleeved extensions versus Ensourced.
Ooh.
I was saying Ensourced because I had a really good experience, but I also have not specifically dealt with or handled the Cable Mod Pro set, so
they're both great options.
You probably have a good experience either way.
You can't go wrong either way. I would say that Cable Mod kind of has that sort of repertoire of being like a slightly larger company. They're backed by a larger umbrella company or whatever, and they have that reputation. Ensource, though, from personal experience, from the handful of times I've worked with them, I've had nothing but amazing results. They both offer a lot of flexibility. You can choose either between like PET or paracord, I believe, with either service. I would say that you get maybe more of a one-on-one experience with Ensourced, where you could actually like talk to Joey or like one of the professional experts there to really nail down like a custom design that works for your build if you want to get that specific. Whereas, Cable Mods, it's a larger company. It's harder to like get a real person to work with, but it can still work very well if you just want to kind of go through the motions yourself. They have a really good online configurator. I think that's like for the ease of use, maybe go with Cable Mod. If you want that personal hand-on, one-on-one experience, then go with Ensourced. But they're both really great options.
All right. Hopefully that's good advice for you. Todd Vance, $5 donation. Just placed an order on each of your stores. Double Johnson. Oh, yeah, we need to do Johnson still. Been watching since the first half dozen episodes. Love the content. Thank you, Todd. Thank you very much. Kyle, your glasses at a weird angle.
Oh. That was a good catch.
Yeah.
How did you see that?
I don't know. I saw you set it down and then it like wobbled a little bit, and I was like, "Wait, that's not right."
Your eyes just picked it up. Nope.
But yeah, Todd, thank you so much. Like, I don't know, we're just people, and I don't know. Like, we have our own self doubts and everything. So every once in a while, I'm like, are there really people who are interested in watching us sit here and ramble about technology and stuff like that? So it's refreshing to know that yes, there are, and they just donated $5 to us. So thank you, Todd. Irish H. There's just 2 more of these. Let me finish these up real quick. Irish H, $5 donation. Since the new 9th gen Intel processors are still based on Coffee Lake, is Spectre and Meltdown still a worry, even with the firmware patch? I believe. I can't verify this for sure because most of the 9th gen Intel stuff we've been talking about has been in the rumor category, but I believe these new chips will be updated so they are not vulnerable to these Spectre and Meltdown vulnerabilities. Hopefully we'll be able to confirm that for you soon, because that's definitely going to be, for people who are extremely concerned about security, that's definitely going to be a selling point for upgrading to a new chip. Last donation comment we have here on the list is from Stevie Chow. Stevie Chow. Stevie Chow?
Stevie Chow!
Okay. I like to crank my DPI of my mouse to over 9,000, activate Reinhardt's shield, and whip my mouse around. I call it the 360 block. Confuses everyone. But that'd be pretty effective, actually.
Yeah.
If you can whip around the Reinhardt shield very quickly.
There you go.
You know, block all the things. That's a great technique, Stevie Chow. It's definitely a significant selling point. That smells kind of funky.
Right?
It's a significant selling point for having really high DPI, a really high DPI mouse. Are those power bricks?
They're power bricks.
It smells like cigarettes. Right?
It does.
Right?
It's definitely cigarettes.
Is that what okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
hopefully that doesn't mean that these are explosive.
So what's going on? What's going on with this package, Kyle?
Apparently Dennis is a PC modder.
All right.
And he sent us these power bricks that actually terminate to a Molex connector.
Oh, okay.
They'll all connect to a 5 volt, 12 volt, and 2 grounds. He uses them for filling and flushing his loops, leak testing his products, and testing anything that might need power. So I guess this is if you don't want to use like a bulky PSU with a jumper cable, you can use this to sort of test out your reservoirs and stuff.
Nice.
Without busting out too much.
I had a very, very similar thing to this.
Yeah.
At one point, it's probably still buried in my drawers of PC parts back there, but it actually is very helpful.
Yeah.
If you don't want to bust out a power supply and hotwire it to.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I'll probably hang on to one of those, but the cigarette smell is so. It's so nostalgic of like my dad's place, because like my dad's place was always like he was an avid cigarette smoker back in the day, and it just smelled exactly like this, like that sort of cardboardy cigarette smell.
Scent is the strongest scent tied to memory.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you for that trip down memory lane, and the power bricks.
All right, let's quickly go over some our Johnson shoutouts, I think.
Johnsons.
And then we will probably wrap this up. You know, the after party is gonna be different, I think, every time a little bit. We'll play games sometimes and sometimes not. This one's a little bit shorter because the regular show was a little bit longer. But I think at this point we should probably get towards wrapping it up, just because.
Wrap it up.
We're hungry.
Yeah.
That's really what it boils down to.
Paige H from Rochester, Michigan. Is Michigan or Minnesota? Or
I think it's Michigan.
Mississippi. Okay, Michigan. Thank you very much, Paige, for picking up a CPU Cooler T-shirt.
Michigan,
yes. Navy blue. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for that. Quentin, wow, your last name is URL. That's cool. That's a cool last name. Awesome hardware sound. Sword Fight Gaming Mousepad. thank you very much for that. Anything on your end, Paul?
Yes, I have a few.
Okay.
I have a low stock notification for my pub glasses.
Sue Chan. Sue, CPU Cooler Heather Charcoal Gray Lightweight Hoodie. Thank you very much from South Yarra VIC.
Todd V from Pennsylvania. Big old Johnson for you. Got the Star Wars RGB Everything 15-ounce mugs.
Nice.
Which is a very nice collection there. That's a 2-mug set, actually, as well as the pub glass 2-glass set. So glasses like we're using, and then these are the
mugs.
These are the mugs.
They're highly functional.
Good mugs.
Incredibly good printing job as well. CPU Cooler Gaming Desk Mat, the 90 centimeter one, goes to Ruben. Ruben M from Waldoboro. What's ME?
Maine.
Maine. I'm such a terrible American. I don't even know, like, I should know my states and their abbreviations.
There's not many that could be Maine. Oh, all right.
No, I know. There's 50 states, though. It's a good grab bag of...
Matt C. from Indiana got the Awesome Hardware Sword Fight Gaming Mousepad set. So thank you very much, and Johnson for you. Thank you for your purchase there.
A double Johnson for Todd. Mr. Todd got a Bitwit Overclocking 15-ounce ceramic mug.
Beautiful.
And a Stay Positive Tri-Blend t-shirt.
Lovely. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
All right.
Thank you guys so much. We do have a raid. Let's do a Twitch raid for X Rec Shop. X, letter X, Rec, W-R-E-C-K, like the word, and then shop.
Okay.
Like, you know, let's shop till we drop. Oh, it's intended for mature audiences. You guys will probably love it. And he is currently playing Rocket League. Can't go wrong with Rocket League.
Lovely.
That's a classic. I don't know if we've ever done a raid for this person, but at any rate, we should probably blow his shit up to the nth degree.
Everyone go say hi
just
to
absolutely
X-Rec Shop.
blow his mind. I want as many people in chat right now to go over to X-Rec Shop. We're going to host him from our channel too. If you want to get a head start, go ahead and help yourself. And thank you so much for this stream. Thank you very much to Cell Processing, our good friend and moderator. Wivy Sauce for being in chat for a brief moment, and to all of you for joining us. We will be back next week with another strong, fantastic episode.
Indeed we shall. Thank you guys so much. See you all next time.
Bye.
I'll click this thing over here.
Bye.